Guys, it's Fresh. So today's video, I'm going to be going over some of good news for Anime Rising. And yeah, so basically I had a nice conversation with Subreddit the other day about the game's direction and where it is going to go from here. So before we get started, if you're new, like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. Let's get right into it. So here, what I'm going to be sharing in this video is everything Subreddit has told me that he observed. And before we do get started, you need to know a few things about Subreddit and his role at Anime Rising. He is not a developer. He can't develop for crap. He doesn't even know how to code a console log. He's really bad at developing. That's why he works at McDonald's. Anyway, he has made a list of personal changes or things that he wants to see, and basically, he has sent all of them to Trademark and the other devs. Does that mean they're actually going to adapt it? No, that does not mean they're actually going to adapt it. However, I think it is in the best interest of all the developers to add certain things that people like. The game cannot go backwards from here, and I think Trademark and all the other developers realize that, is that it cannot go backwards, only forward. With that said, everything I'm saying should hopefully be added into Anime Rising. If it isn't, they are missing out on a lot of stuff. But anyway, we're going to go through point by point, and here we go. Do you think players would like it more if we added quirk rerolls to dungeons, or if we kept class quirks for dungeons, but added a chance for regular quirks to drop from world units? I think it would be cool, and here's my opinion. This is what Subreddit observed. This is not what it's not official that they're adding it. It's just what he told me. In my opinion, I think we should be able to get quirk rerolls from dungeons, and furthermore, I believe we should get gems. If not gems, we should at least be able to get astral summons. And even if we don't get astral summons, at least astral summon fragments. I think would be cool if they added like fragments for the astral summons. So if you get like a few of them, you can actually do a pool. But yeah, they could do that as well. I would like an index system where killing/arising a number of units. It boosts your chances of arising them, and again, when you complete a world index. I think that would feel rewarding for players to complete an index for a world. And while I do agree with this, in my humble opinion, it's cool and all, however, it's just going to be really hard for you to get the first few levels for the index, and then once you get a lot, it'll be easier to arise. So honestly, I do like the idea. It'll just be hard in the beginning, but you know, that's how it always is. It's already hard right now, so I don't see why not they wouldn't add it. The dupes needed for dungeon and banner units needs to be locked, in my opinion, if we're going to make the rates rare. Then we can't require hundreds of souls to ascend. So sounds like the duplicates needs to be looked at. I'm sorry. Yeah, I agree. It's too expensive to upgrade anything in the game. Even though they got rid of gold, which is a great change, they need to do more. Removing restrictions on dungeon attempts has been discussed. The scrolls could increase rates. Yeah, I agree with that. The scrolls should increase rates. I think we missed the mark when it comes to having something to chase in Pet Sim and huge Titanics. BGSI had secrets. AFS was secrets and shinies, and ACS is the astrals or cosmics. These are things that everyone can chase. Paying players will obviously have a higher chance of getting them, but there's no restrictions on grind and get a secret or huge. Right now, free-to-play and casual spinners don't have that thing that makes them excited to go for something out of the hyper showcase. People are in the premium banner, which is fine, but we need something else where anyone can get. Be like, holy S-word, I got X unit rarity to flex. Yeah. No, I 100% agree. There needs to be some way for players to get classifieds free-to-play, and it doesn't have to be the banner ones. It can be limiteds. There's no real way to compare yourself to your friends. AFS, you have time trials, so you can measure your strength. No, I agree. The only way that like you can really compare yourself with someone is like if you're looking at your percent damage in a dungeon. And then the last thing, I think a free auto rise could use a buff, and I agree with that. Auto rise and radius both need a buff. And if you aren't going to do that, here's my suggestion. You add multiple levels to VIP. VIP level 1 all the way to like level 10. And each upgrade costs diamonds. You can spend Robux to skip levels or to max it out. And basically, let's say everyone starts with VIP level 1 for free. And it's the base radius and a rise. To upgrade to level 2, 20,000 diamonds. I think this is literally the best thing they can do. I don't see why they wouldn't add that. as well. But yeah, anyways, they think quirks need to be dropping more frequently without being locked by a time gate, and I agree. There needs to be something we can grind for. But yeah, so that is that. And I agree with every point that Subreddit has said. I'm trying to think what else they could do, but these points need to be addressed before they add anything else in the game. Now, if they do an update this weekend, I really hope they can do some sort of event. Doesn't have to be much content, but like an event to get a free classified or another banner. Like let's say it was like, I know they won't do a summer event this weekend. I don't know if they're gonna do that, but like there needs to be a grindable currency anyone can grind for. Like anyone can go in these, like there's like a limited time summer dungeon, right? And then you get candy or seashells, right? And then you can spend those seashells on summons. I think, and then you can get multipliers as well if you use the summer units to get more seashells. Like, there's so many things that the devs can do. It's just a matter of when and how much they really want it for the game. The game right now still isn't in the best state, but the players, I feel like, are starting to realize that it's not as bad as what the original release was. Things are slowly getting better, and hopefully that will be the case. Thank you again, Subride, for sending me that and your observations, and hopefully the developers can listen. Also, huge shout out to Tormentor for gifting me a bunch of gems, and I was able to get my first classified. With that said, I'm still going to advocate for you guys because I know this game isn't in the best spot, but we'll make it through. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.